Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Sandman Universe Presents Hellblazer, #1, 2019. Yeah, you know how I always forget a comic book at the comic book store? Unbelievable. Anyway, I was planning on waiting to do this review until I got the comic book. It looks like I'm going to be tied up and not be able to get that comic book until this weekend. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but watch. That's the one that winds up selling out. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to tell you 5 things about this comic book really quickly, and we're just going to move on, all right? So, #1 on this list, let me tell you, Simon Spurrier is the writer. Pencils by Marcio Takara, inks by Marcio Takara, and colors by Chris Peter. Covered by Bilquis Everly and Matt Lopez. So, awesome. Done. And thank you, Comixology. I didn't buy the comic book on Comixology. I'm just looking at the credits for, because, yeah, anyway. Okay, so #1 on this list. This is a great Constantine book. Seriously. This is not just, let's try and make a couple dollars off of the name of Constantine, blah, 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 blah. Because let's be realistic. A lot of times people will do that. DC Comics will do that. They'll hire somebody to spit out some kind of a, Constantine book and whatever. I typically don't like the Constantine books because they're just kind of, really? Sometimes. This is not that at all. You'll see that as we tick through these numbers. #2 on this list tells you right away who he is. So if you have no idea who John Constantine is, seriously, none, and you're just like, well, I wonder who this character is. Will I learn anything about this character by buying this comic book, or is it only for, longtime fans? No. If you don't know anything about the character, here's what you can guarantee. You're not going to learn everything you need to learn about the character in this issue. That's not going to happen, all right? But you can promise that this is an authentic version of the character, all right? Your typical John Constantine story where everybody gets screwed over around him, that's this. That's what this is. So this may not fully satisfy everything. I would suggest going back and getting an older school trade paperback that features an issue 1 and so on and so forth. Or just get this, sit back and enjoy the ride. Because, yeah, this was good. #3 on this list. He needs to strike a deal with himself for his soul. I'm just going to leave that there. Nope, I'm just going to leave that there. That was pretty impressive. #4 on this list. Ravenscar. Yeah, Ravenscar shows up in this, the Ravenscar Institute, and he's got to go back there. It's basically return to the beginning for him, where he first started his origin stories. Again, this is not an origin story. You will not learn everything that you need to learn about the character in this book. It's like slightly oversized, but it is authentic. This was fun. #5 on this list. John Constantine Hellblazer #1 and Book of Magic #14 will both be available on the 27th of November. That's right. So here it is, for me, the day before Halloween. That's when I'm putting this video out. And this is a one-shot of this comic book. Boom, 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 done. Right? Well, from my understanding, this is just a one-shot. That being said, we're going to start an ongoing series called John Constantine Hellblazer #1 on the 27th of November. And the Book of Magic, the Sandman Universe Book of Magic, issue #14, will release on the same day. And that's also going to feature John Constantine. So, is this what everybody was looking for? Because if it's going to be this good, dude, I'm in. I'm all in. This was just perfect enough for readers who aren't familiar with the character to be able to sit back and enjoy the education they're about to get in this freaking psychosomatic dude. But it's also good for longtime fans and people like me who kind of go right in the middle of those. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.